Hello, hello, hello. Can anybody hear me? Let's see. Check 1 2, check 1 2. How's everybody doing? I am back. Oh, it's been a minute. I'm trying to get back into the horse and create more content. Last time I did a unboxing for friends at Motive DC. They started using my video to promote their brand, and it's every time I log into Instagram, so it's kind of weird to see my face promoting something like that. Usually all my content is, especially the one that is being used in the past, is usually my images and some videos as well, but not me in front of the camera. So I'm trying to get used to that. But anyways, today we're gonna talk about a few corporate shoots that I've been doing this month. So far I've been doing 3. One of them was for Rive, which is an entertainment production company. I think they're currently working, or I think maybe this past week they cover an event for Ace Hardware. So they set up a live event, corporate event for their for that company, and it was out of the blue. I forgot to ask them how they got my information. That's something that you should ask. That's my mistake, rookie mistake right there. But they reached out through email. They asked if I was able to do some, cover BTS, while they were setting up and doing rundowns and all that. And I was like, yeah, for sure I'm able to do that. I've done a couple of those in the past. So yeah, and they loved what I did. They're very happy with my work, and hopefully we could get to do more stuff. So big shout out to you guys, Rive, and hopefully the whole project, it was a success. The other 2 were headshots. One of them was for a pastor and his wife. I used to go to the church back in the day, so they called me. They're like, hey, do you want to help us out with some headshots? We could do it at our house. And I was like, cool, for sure. So I did those, and then I did some headshots at Coworker Zone. Big shout out to Coworker Zone, which is one of our partners as well. We've done collaboration with them doing podcasts. So I've been doing a lot of podcasts for a few clients, and my wife is in the background doing some cooking. Yeah, it's not like I could hear every single thing. So big shout out to Coworker Zone and some of the clients that I've been helping out, and they've been loving my work. And actually, one of the podcasts that I've helped out, they're like, hey, can you do headshots for us? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I did it right after we recorded a few episodes for their series. So it was like a financial podcast. But anyways, all right, we're gonna take a look. I'm gonna go over the setup that I did in all 3 locations. And if you have any questions based on gear, settings, or anything like that, please let me know. Big shout out to Maple Glades. Welcome back. Yes, technically it's not a new space. This is my quote-unquote home office. I have a little corner, and this is where my wife sits. This is where I sit. She has her little corner right there. And right now it's occupied by Chopper. My little Chopper right there. So we got Chopper right there. And yeah. So yeah, this is where I'm going to be doing a lot of content. Alright, I'm going to share my screen. And we're gonna take a look at the Rive event, the BTS coverage that we did. We had a discussion regarding how I was gonna shoot. It seems that the previous events they were covered. I think they did a lot of very few BTS sessions with other photographers. So most of them was like ambient lighting. I asked, because I'm all about flash photography. That's something that I think elevates the look of any production. So good lighting makes the photos look very professional. So I told them, hey, will you be okay if I do some flash photography? If it's not too much distraction, I'll be very I wouldn't be too, I don't want to interrupt or anything like that. If I do it, I'm going to ask permission ahead of time. And if there's a good chance, a good space for me to do it, I'll do it. So he was like, cool, for sure. Just let them know if it's okay to do the flash at that specific moment, but you're free to do that. So I got the green light, and he ended up liking those photos more. So once again, you do have to bring your experience to the table whenever you're doing a session, whenever you're doing a project. Just tell them, hey, I'm gonna do what you asked me to do, but will you be okay if we try a few of them this way? You know, communication, number one, it should be very like a priority for every project. Every time you sit down with a client, just tell them, hey, we could definitely do that, what you're asking me right now, but will you be okay if I do 3 or 4 images this way? And once again, if they love the regular ones, the ones that are requested, cool. But if like the feedback you get is like, oh man, you should have shot the whole thing like that, and I was like, see, the experience speaks. But once again, in this specific project, I tried to give them what they requested, plus a little bit more of the way I personally like to shoot. So just to give you an idea, this is like a setup for a corporate event. This was a Gaylord Palms. I've done plenty of corporate events in different locations. I think this was my second or third event at Gaylord Palms. So I was there for about 3-4 hours when I covered pretty much the setup. They wanted me to showcase their work while they're setting up. So just to give you a quick idea, I took my 2 cameras, 2 bodies. One of them was going to be focused on wide and my language, my verbiage today is so limited. I'm so limited today. Establishing shots, that's what I'm looking for. So I was doing some establishing shots when to showcase the whole venue and the setup that we're doing. So one of them was with my 16 to 35, and the other one was with my 28 to 75 Tamron. I was a very my number one thing when I was shooting in the past in 2020, before 2025, I was focusing a lot on prime lenses, which is something that I really like. But I started doing a lot of stuff with zoom lenses. It does give you a lot of flexibility, but I do miss shooting with primes alone. One of the primes that I sold with my previous camera was the 51.8. It's a very basic, it's very, not too crazy G Master lens. It's just a basic 1.8, the 50 from Sony. And that one and my 85 1.8, those are 2 of my favorite lenses. Even though they're not the G Masters versions, they give you really nice results. But yeah, I was able to cover all the photos they requested. It was a pretty big production. You had hundreds of people working, setting things up. This is to give you a rough idea. They have multiple screens around the room. They have to do stage setup, light decor, and all that. So once again, if you need a setup production company, you could reach them. Rive, big recommendation. I was very impressed with the way that we're working as well. You gotta keep doing stuff. You gotta get stuff done here, but had to drop. Hey, I'll chat as I can here. No worries. Do your stuff, and we could chat. Once again, if anybody has any questions regarding settings, camera, equipment, how I shot this, let me know in the comments. For those who don't know me, my name is Javier Morales. I'm a local photographer in Orlando, Florida. I've been shooting for about almost 10 years and professionally full-time since 2018. So what I do every week, everything related to photography, and now I'm doing a lot of podcast production too with Coworker Zone. So if you need anything, please reach out to my Instagram at jump.raw. That's my handle right there. Website is letsjump.media. All right, guys, let's get back to what we got here. Screen. Where's the screen? There it is. So that's as far as the setup that we had here. We also, let me see if I can make it larger. Yeah, there you go. There was a professional camera crew. There was professional sound engineering, professional scenery, decor, production. So you could see that there was a lot of stuff happening. Now the main people that hired me was this group right here. They wanted me to cover them working as they were setting things up, because they were responsible for the whole production. And just to give you a rough idea of what I was doing is, once again, just covering this. But they wanted this with ambient light, and the lighting was, you know, especially when things are not fully set up, there's just so much you can do. But I was able to deliver with and without flash, and when they were on stage, that was a little easier to cover. But once again, I try my best to you know, cover everything up, all the setup. There were some nice photos like this one that showcases the whole setup, them having a meeting, them working on presentation slides and things like that. So that was a pretty fun experience. There was a whole crew doing setups, production, so that was pretty nice. Let's see here. The one I'm gonna show you guys, the one they requested ahead of time. It was this images here. I'm gonna show you guys just a little preview. This is with no additional lighting, so that's why you see a lot of grain and noise and all that, because it was quite dark. But this one, you could tell that it was with flash photography, so it's a little cleaner, a little easier to digest, and a little easier for the camera, the sensor. I like this one. This is I gave them two options. You got your black and white and your color. Now, once again, I'm dealing with two like color balance, the white balance illumination in two different spots at the same time. So you're gonna have your very orangey versus the stage that was the correct white balance. So I'm pushing a lot of the settings. That's why I usually opt for those specific cases. I opted for black and white because it takes away that distraction of the two white balances fighting each other. There's a lot of ways that you could you know, kind of fix that, but that's going to be more of a headache. Then I'll have to charge extra and things like that. I wanted to keep the budget you know, somewhat mid-range, you know. Them working. This is the full setup, all the screens, their logo on the screen, and this is pretty much one of the hero shots that I wanted to take. I told them that, hey, can we get the logos in the background? Let's have a meeting discussing the, you know, the floor plans, things like that. So that's something that one of the images they really loved. That was on January 11. This one was on January 13. This is pastor's house. They requested some headshots. Let me show you what we did. We did some tests. So they wanted some photos for them together. There was very limited time for this session, so it was a very quick session that we had. You know, they had to go to a meeting afterwards, so we had to do a very short session. But I was I took my white backdrop, the seamless paper, but I did like the background. I like the textures in the background, things like that. So I think we were able to grab a few very nice headshots for them. Doing shots in a room with textures in the background, with chairs, with light fixtures, I think it makes the headshots a little bit more relatable. We're so used to the solid color backgrounds, all that, which is cool, it's professional, is the go-to. But I've been pushing more towards the office headshots, the maybe the texture background photos. And I'm gonna show you a few samples when I show you the next project. This was done with once again, I've been using that 28-75 Tamron on my A7 IV. It's giving me pretty good results, but I do believe that once again, prime lenses are the go-to for that. But I'm trying my best to test that Tamron, see what works best for me. But once again, this month I've been pushing, since I took that Tamron to Ecuador, I've been testing it out. I'm very pleased with it. But once again, once you test the primes and you work with your favorite lenses, the 85 for me is my top lens, and I will do like high-end projects with my 85 and my 105 macro. Those are my go-tos for very high-end projects. They give you best results and the best quality possible. This is very flexible. I use this Tamron in locations where I have limited space. Once again, using an 85 and a 105, it's just a headache in a tiny room or things like that. So I think the 28-75 is a good option, especially for weddings, for live events, things like that. So this session had two outfit changes. We got the very muted black and white grayish tones, and then you got a very poppy blue and red colors. I did like this concept a little better. It's a little more colorful since we have a very plain backdrop. So I think that works best. This is one of the ones that I picked. I'm gonna be working on skin retouching and that sort of things once I go. I'm gonna be working on that today once I'm done with the stream, or maybe I'll do it live. I don't know. It all depends how the day runs. As far as settings, let me go here, like this one right here. Let's see. We're looking at let's see. ISO 160. Once again, this is zoom lens, so I was at 48mm, and f-stop is 7.1. I was using shutter speed is around 200, 160 at some time, but I was using my Godox 600 Pro and a filler light, my Evo 200 on a stand, kind of bouncing it off the ceiling with a cone diffuser on that. Let's see here. So let's review my top images. Like, these are the ones that I really liked. So they wanted some like frame photos, so I decided to go with a top-down illumination to make it a little more dramatic, a little more like something is coming down from heaven type of idea. So we did that. I had them, hey, look at the ceiling. And then I did a little bit more of a dramatic, darker, moody headshots as well. So this is what I did here afterwards. So the only thing that I added here was the directional lighting with the grid on the diffuser. And I think I just kind of adjusted a little bit of the settings. I went down to 100 ISO and 1/60th of a second. So not too different from what I was doing. The main difference was the grid that I put on the diffuser. So I'm pretty pleased with the headshots. You know, they wanted something simple, easy to work with, relatable. So I think we accomplished that. So I'm pretty pleased with these images. All right, let's go to the last project I work on. This was also some headshots. This was my setup. Once again, I'm using my AD200 Pro. Yeah, my trusty newer. This has a beauty dish inside. I love this diffuser, but as you can see, it's been beat up pretty good. We have the AD200s here. I got this one right here and one here doing a filler, and this one more directional of a umbrella. So it was like a 3-light setup pretty much. This was done at Coworker Zone. These are some test shots. Now the ones that we selected were these images right here. I'm gonna be working on cleaning up the hair and a little bit of the skin. They really liked those. They were happy with the results. This is a podcast duo. They're doing a lot of financial, tips and tricks and all that. So I've been helping them with their podcast for the past few episodes, and now I've done their headshots. They're very pleased with them, and this was all done at Coworker Zone. So yeah, there's a few things to fix once I edit the JPEGs. Once again, for those who don't know my process, I usually take care of the raw version first, then I export the JPEG, and then the JPEG gets processed in Photoshop. That's my workflow. Alright friends, that is it for right now. I wanted to say hello. I wanted to give you an update on how I was doing. Let me know if you want me to do a live stream editing them on Photoshop. But I'm gonna cut this portion right here. Once again, I just wanted to say hello and give you an update on the few projects that I've been working on. I'm this close to close a deal with a media house from Spain. Hopefully I get approved and I get credentials to cover the friendly matches that are coming to Orlando. And we'll see if that happens. I'm gonna bring you guys along. I'll do BTS recording. I'm gonna take my 360 cam and do some recording behind the scenes. I'm excited if that actually is happening, because they're gonna be in Orlando, so I don't have to travel too far. I'm gonna be on Camping World Stadium. But once again, that's the plan. Whether it happens or not, it depends on the credential process. So wish me luck. Hopefully I could get to cover the Florida Cup series again, and all those events they got over there. But if it doesn't happen, it's okay. There's plenty of projects. I'm doing unboxings. I'm doing a lot of work for PhotoPass at Disney. So we got work. Another thing, once again, don't forget we got a printer. We're doing a lot of printing. Now we want to add that to our services. So if you're a photographer, or if you're somebody that needs a few photo prints, very good quality. This is artistic pigment ink that will last you for a very long time. The image is gonna be here way past you left this world. So we have a very awesome new printer in-house, and I'm working on getting another printer with my friend, where he's doing the larger version of prints. We're doing some test printing with their machine and see if the quality matches what I'm looking for. So if that works, I'm gonna start doing canvases. I'm gonna start doing large format prints. As far as right now, we have this printer that it will do up to A3 plus, which is 13 by 19. So once again, if you are a photographer that needs fine art printing, yours truly right here, brother. I will help you out with those prints. Any of my clients, my past clients that you want to print, let me know if you want some prints. I'll be more than happy to assist you with that. Ari, what's up, mama? Congratulations. They recently got it together. I think you guys got married or engaged. I think it was, you guys got married, kinda, sort of. It was exciting to see you guys. I think they're traveling a lot. Congrats, friends, having so much fun over there. Yeah, marriage. Hey, that's awesome. Well, if you need some printing or some we gotta get you some photos, guys, some wedding or couple sessions, let me know. But other than that, guys, that's it. That was my update. I did a what other project we have coming in? I think that's it. That is it. Anyways, friends, it's good to see you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're moving to Davenport. Oh, getting closer to me. Yeah. Okay, awesome. There's a few places around. Where we could do photo sessions. So let me know once that's the move. Oh, I forgot. We are doing Valentine's Day sessions. Partnered it up with Chamo, with Ledesma Photography. My friend Jonathan, he is moving also to another place, but we're gonna set up a room. We did this last year, but we're gonna start promoting it next week. I think we're gonna meet up on Tuesday. We're gonna do a promo video and all that. So if you're looking for Valentine's Day photos, this is the time to do it. Text me or send me a message on Instagram, please do. And if you're in Orlando, Kissimmee area, I'll be more than happy to assist you. We're gonna set up that. We're debating whether to do it in Kissimmee or St. Cloud, which is where he's gonna move. So I'll confirm all those details next week. But once again, if you want a Valentine's Day session, I'm taking reservations now. So go ahead and send me a message on Instagram. All right, friends, that was the update. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys maybe later. Maybe I'll do some editing live. We'll see. All right. Bye, people. Take care.